Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Ones respond to Usain Bolt and all of the vloggers and the critics. Dalrimple, we have to cover her story as well. Let me touch Dalrimple first.
We about to move up on the toe around here if you touch my leg. It's love. Matter of
touch
fact, don't move my hand no
Dalrymple.
more. Now try me. Don't like you didn't tell me Diddy was touching on your leg while you were sitting right here on this couch.
Trying to, but I seen it before.
Did get the hell out of this
Yeah,
studio.
man, make we get
Danielle
Dalrimple out
Headlam,
that way.
subscribe to the channel.
Big up all our new subs then. People, we have 100 and plus people in the chat. Please remember to hit the like button. Please tap the like button right now. So, JLP MP Dalrimple Philip Bird fined $900,000 as corruption case ends. Now my question is, what does this mean for Marissa Dalrymple? Will she hold honorable office or position in the parliament or in government still after this level of corruption where she actually lied in the court case? Can we have people like this leading us? And what does that say about the JLP? Because they brought her back after she resigned. Now, I want to go to the Observer and I want you guys to look at this. Just look at how they phrased this tagline right here. Mama D. Why did they call her Mama D? Is the Observer compromised? Why did the Observer title this article like this? Mama D settles Integrity Commission matter. Fined for charges. Now hold on. Let me ask you something. Settles? That is not an accurate word for what actually occurred. Let's look into it. Kingston, Jamaica former Speaker of the House Marissa Dalrymple has been fined $900,000 following her decision not to contest the charges brought against her by the Integrity Commission. Why she didn't contest the charges? Because she knows say she. Hold on there, what going on so?
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
That's why she never contested the charges. The Trelawney South Member of Parliament was charged for failing to declare a vehicle she had purchased with concessions for the government on several statutory declarations. Who remember what Marissa Dalrymple what she actually said before this case? Who remember? Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. This was a year ago. I just want to show you something, you know. The hypocrisy, you know. We just want to show you something. All these people lie. I know I come talk about them second case.
Now, what are the implications of Marissa Dalrymple Philibert's resignation as Member of Parliament and Speaker of the House? Andrea Chisholm now joins us live with that story, and she's been a member of the House for a while.
Yes, Archie, she has been Speaker of the House, or should I say Speaker of the House of Representatives. Let's start off with that, from July 2011 to December 2011. So when she was picked by the Prime Minister in 2020 to serve as Speaker, it was her second stint. This was Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert on September 15, 2020 at the swearing-in ceremony for MPs.
Having been the Speaker before, I am aware of the awesome task ahead. And so, Prime Minister and members of the House, today I give you the assurance that the affairs of this House will not fall short of the highest standards.
What?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Stop lying!
Come on, man.
Stop lying!
Come on, man.
Stop lying!
What are we doing right now?
Stop!
Members, you can be assured that in discharging my duties, I shall endeavor to be guided by the standing orders.
Now that she has announced her intention to resign as Speaker, who will be selected to fill the post? Will Deputy Speaker Juliet Holness be elevated or will someone else be elected? That information should be made public at the next sitting of the House of Representatives. Now, we must point out that Standing Order number 2, which deals with the election of Speaker, states that whenever it is necessary for the House to elect a Speaker, the clerk shall call upon the House to do so. A member of the House may then propose an individual who is willing to serve. That proposal has to be seconded, and if no one else is put forward, that nominee will become Speaker. It's important to point out that the Speaker cannot be a minister.
And as we've been talking right now, Andrea, about her role as a Speaker, but what about her resignation as a Member of Parliament?
Well, Archie, she first became a Member of Parliament for South Trelawney following the 2007 general election. And at that time, she got 6,167 votes to beat the PNP's Doneth Brown-Reid. Her resignation may trigger a by-election in South Trelawney, which can be considered a fairly safe seat for the JLP. In the last 10 general elections, the JLP won the seat 7 times. And we know that Trelawney businessman Fabian Faber Davis has been campaigning in the constituency and was selected as the PNP's candidate for the next general election. If there's a by-election, he is possibly the one to represent the PNP. So, Archie, interesting times are ahead, and we will be monitoring the situation on the ground so that we can keep the nation up to date.
Thank you so much, Andrea Chisholm, with our story. Over to you, Janella.
All right. So that are the first clip. This is the second one. Second clip this. We just show you a look at history, you know, with Dalrimple, you know. Where we were and where we're at now.
Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on OneSpotMedia.com.
We begin this evening with news about the dramatic resignation of House Speaker Marissa Dalrymple Philibert.
Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert is also stepping down as Member of Parliament for Southern Trelawney. Now, the developments come 2 days after she became embroiled in legal issues uncovered by the Integrity Commission.
Dwayne Anderson has been reading her statement and has this report.
Since the Integrity Commission has decided to charge me criminally for an omission, I have considered the damage this has done to my reputation and have decided to tender my resignation, both as the Speaker of the House of Representatives and a Member of Parliament for South Trelawney, with immediate effect. End quote. The words of Marissa Dalrymple Philibert late Thursday afternoon, which sent shockwaves across the country. She has found herself in legal hot water over her failure to include a Benz GLA 250 motor vehicle in her statutory filings from 2015 to 2021. She was also facing pressure for her use of a government concession as detailed by the Integrity Commission's probe. As for the failure to include the vehicle in her filings, Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert said, quote, "I maintain the omission of the vehicle was a genuine oversight, as there would have been no allegation against my name had I included the vehicle in my declaration. Therefore, I had no motive to have deliberately omitted it." End quote. She also claimed that nowhere in the...
I want you guys to remember that, you know, there will be no reason for her. She said it would be no reason for her to omit that the vehicle is owned by her now. Wait till the end.
The report has the Integrity Commission raised any question or concern about the source of funding for the vehicle, which was purchased through a loan from a bank. Additionally, she explains the vehicle was never sold or transferred to anyone in the past 7 years. Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert argues what has happened to her could have happened to any other Member of Parliament, public servant, or civil servant. Her decision to resign, she said, is voluntary and not at the request of anyone. End quote. Furthermore, she says she remains a member and supporter of the JLP, and more particularly to the Holness administration. She concluded by stating she's looking forward to the trial of the matter for which the Integrity Commission has ruled that she be charged. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
Alright, so that is the second video on Dalrymple. There's another video on Dalrymple. I want them to take down that video there and I can't find it. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let me explain. First, she said that the vehicle was purchased from a loan. But guess where the money came from for the vehicle? She used a special hold on. She used a special what do you call it now? Damn. You know how, because they are MPs and they are in the government, Ariana, big up everybody that's here. She used that special perk that she has because of the job that she does to get the vehicle for less money. That's what she did. So when she said, according to the reports, let me just say that. So when she said here that the vehicle was purchased through a loan. That's where it all got upended, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? Alright, let me see. Let me see if I can find the other video. There's another video, man, that explains everything in detail. And it came on TVJ as well, you know. Came on TVJ as well. First, the vehicle is not, then it was one bag of mix-up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know the story. Anyway, so I want to know, where do we go from here with Marissa Dalrymple? Is she going to be allowed after this breach of the Integrity Commission? They have not signed the Integrity Commission, the Code of Conduct. None of the Jamaica Labour Party has signed it. So are they going to let her go into the general election like this? As a matter of fact, Andrew Ones, why is concession? Thank you so much, Proby. There were certain concessions that was made because she is the MP in purchasing the vehicle in the first place. And then she said the vehicle is this. She basically lied. She lied. How can we trust people like this? So Nationwide finally come out with something to hear this.
Former Speaker of the House and Member of Parliament for South Trelawney, Marissa Dalrymple Philibert, faced 8 charges, 4 under the Parliament Integrity of Members Act and 4 under the Integrity Commission Act. 2 of the counts were dismissed while the court admonished and discharged her for the 4 breaches under the Parliament Integrity of Members Act. For the remaining charges, she was fined $900,000. Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert's attorney, King's Counsel Peter Champagny, had raised a preliminary legal point in December 2024, which Parish Judge Leighton Morris considered. The judge highlighted issues in the Integrity Commission Act. He noted that there was no clear provision allowing the Commission to accept corrections to statutory declarations, even though Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert had corrected the record before being charged. The Integrity Commission initiated an inquiry in 2021 to assess whether Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert's statutory declarations were complete and accurate. The probe was triggered by the omission of a motor vehicle she had purchased in 2015, but before any charges were laid, she updated her declaration at the Commission's recommendation to reflect ownership of the vehicle.
No.
KC Champagny says the offences would not impact Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert's parliamentary duties.
Oh, so you hear that? You hear that? So she's going to go on in the parliament, somebody that lack integrity, right, in breach of the Integrity Commission, and we the Jamaican people should accept that. We should accept this. But anyway, there's something that is said here that I wanted to point out.
Dalrymple Philibert's attorney, King's Counsel Peter Champagny, had raised a preliminary legal point in December 2024, which Parish Judge Leighton Morris considered. The judge highlighted issues in the Integrity Commission Act. He noted that there was no clear provision allowing the Commission to accept corrections to statutory declarations, even though Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert had corrected the record before being charged.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that issue in the Integrity Commission, somebody tagged Mark Golding. Sir, Mr. Marky G, that need to fix. Jenny, how you doing? That need to be fixed. Elga, how you doing? We need to fix that immediately because we cannot have this. We cannot have this issue that we're having right now, that people are falling through the cracks, and I think it's a slap on the wrist. Just a $900,000 fine and or some time in prison, 10 days in prison. No. Is it that the money need to go up or something? This ain't right. And I as a public, as a member of the public, I do not trust anybody like this. After something so petty, I don't know what else this lady could do. I think her whole integrity is compromised and she should not be in Parliament. We need people that is of the utmost integrity in Parliament. Once their integrity is in question, they need to be removed. And we need to get to that point in Jamaica. We need to get serious about our country. Daniel Taylor, big up. If the head of the stream is corrupt,
a corrupt government cannot liberate the people.
Talk to them, Marky J.
If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
Daniel, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that she should definitely step down. But what they're saying is that it doesn't affect her political situation.
Right. The probe was triggered by the omission of a motor vehicle she had purchased in 2015. But before any charges were laid, she updated her declaration at the Commission's recommendation to reflect ownership of the vehicle. KC Champagny says the offences would not impact Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert's parliamentary duties.
I wish to emphasize that these matters are non-recordable offences, and also I wish to emphasize that the position taken by my client was a noble one, especially in light of the fact that preliminary point had been taken and certain...
Somebody in the chat say, you must remember that Mark Golden is corrupt too. Please prove it. Please prove that. Tell me one probe, and that's all I have to say to you. Prove that Mark Golden is corrupt. Show me one probe that shows that Mark Golden is corrupt. One issue, just one. Just please show me.
Areas in terms of...
And I want evidence. I don't want you telling me that this... I want evidence. Because you know you can't get sued for that, right? You know so you can't get sued for that, right? If you don't, you see what happened to... What him name? What the guy name? No man, don't tell her. Don't, she good. Don't nobody block the person. Let them speak, although as long as they're not being disrespectful. Let them speak. This is a teachable moment. Right? I am saying, prove to us that Mark Golden is corrupt. Show one evidence. I am all for it. Once I have evidence, I am for it. But if you don't, you know you got to sit down now. Yes, Vegas. You see what happened to Vegas? No proof, just saying stuff. Good. All right, let's continue.
The act itself was discussed by the parish judge, and in all the circumstances, this was the best course to take.
KC Champagny also called on lawmakers to amend the Integrity Commission Act.
I do believe that it is common ground that the legislation is badly in need of review and was badly crafted. Ms. Dalrymple Philibert continues to serve her constituency, and
you see what they have done? You see what they continue to do? Even when charged, they still want to show shade on the Integrity Commission. And guess what? Who put the bill out? Andrew Holness. He looked at the bill and tabled it. Didn't he? So blame Andrew. Blame Andrew Holness. He had the final say. Blame Andrew Holness and his government. The same government that's in power right now. Since as this bill needs a lot of crafting and all of this. And it's so bad. Blame Andrew Holness. One more thing for blame Andrew Holness for. On the field. On the field. Because no legal thing is perfect, you know. When you start it, then you will see some little tweaks and you tweak it. But the way these people are talking, they want to change it completely. And they always wait until these moments to do so. Always.
Has with her, of course, the highest level of reputation in that regard.
There is no way she have the highest level of reputation, Mr. Champagne, or whatever you want to name. And she lied. No liar don't have the highest level of something there. She lied. She blatantly lied. What are you talking about? Man, whose mans is this, bro?
Hey, whose mans is this?
Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Come on, man.
KC Champagny notes that Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert was likely the only Jamaican parliamentarian to voluntarily resign from both her positions as Speaker of the House and Member of Parliament to address a legal matter.
What is the point of bringing that back up if she take back it and come back same way? Let me speak in English. What is the point of bringing up that she's the only that...
He cited this as a significant...
Lord have mercy. What?
Mitigating factor speaking to her integrity.
No. I'm glad I played that. This does not say anything about her integrity. That is like Andrew Holness. I give the people them the house them and I take it back. There's no integrity in that. When she resigned, if she had stayed resigned, right? If she had stayed in her position as a resigned individual and then wait until this case had finished and then had come back into Parliament, we could say she has integrity. But because them power hungry, right? And Andrew Holness power hungry for her to lack a seat for election, it was election over integrity. So her integrity is still compromised She resigning is null and void because she take back the resignation and gone back in a parliament before the case did finish. Game, set, match. We don't know what we think we're not talking to. I want them people, man. We don't think some people over here is a bird brain. You think we're bird brains over here? We're not no bird brains. So don't like and share the video, people. Share the video. Let's get to 500 in the chat.
Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert was re-elected Member of Parliament in an uncontested by-election in November 2024. She was represented by King's Counsel Peter Champagny and Olivia Derrett Plowright. Robeanne Williams for Nationwide News.
Alright, and as we go forward, ladies and gentlemen, can we get to 250 likes? I only have 88 likes right now. That's ridiculous. I have 300 plus people in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? So, want to see what I go on with Dalrymple. We don't really need to go any further than this because I don't want to waste of time. It is quite clear that her integrity has been compromised, and it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. It is what it is. Alright? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, though. Feel free to storm it up, yeah?